Hello, everybody, and welcome. You are looking live at the Dragons Den as your basketball Dragons men's basketball team is going to face off against the Troy Athens Redhawks. I'm your host, Kevin McCormick Jr., along with my partner, Chris Pappas, and today should be a good one. Again, you have the Dragons face off against the Redhawks Troy Athens, and just get right into it. The Dragons are 2-0. Their first game they played a good Avondale team, and they won 98-59. It was a slow first half, but they really exploded in that second half, taking control and getting a good win against a good Avondale team. Then the other night they beat Adams 51-41. It was tough offensively, but they got the job done. They got the win against another good Adams team. So it should be good to see how they do tonight. Chris, what do you expect to see from the Dragons?
Well, for me this year, I want to see how the offense looks running through Nate Talbot. Last year, they ran a lot of their offense through Jamie Lewis, who graduated and now isn't with the Dragons. Nate Talbot is the center of this offense, is kind of the hub for them offensively. It'll be interesting to see how much they go through him, how much cutting surrounds him, and how much perimeter shooting they can get to kind of open up that middle for Nate down low.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch the Avondale game, but I did go to the Adams game last Friday, and yeah, a lot of their offense was kind of a half-court offense. They really had to pass it around and kind of try to find a lane to pass into Talbot, and from that point on, once they pass inside Talbot, it's really kind of up to him what happens after that. He can either try to drive in and either get a bucket or get a foul, or if it gets too clogged up in the lane, he'll try to pass it out and try to reset. But like you said, I'm interested to see how they kind of work around Talbot, how much they go through him, because he's really the anchor of this offense, and he really kind of controls the pace of the game.
Yeah, and without Nate goes is kind of how the Dragons go.
Yeah.
If he controls this game, the perimeter shooting will come, the cutting will come, and that offense will continue to free flow and give them a great chance to beat this Troy Athens team.
Yeah, Nate's the tallest guy on this whole court by about 4 to 5 inches of anybody else. So he definitely should have a good game down low. It'll just be a matter of if he can execute or not, which he definitely can. He grew up a lot last season. He started off kind of rough, but towards the end of the season, he really heated up, and you really saw the development that Coach Manzo and the whole coaching staff kind of helped him through. So it was good to see that.
And the thing with Nate too is he really did have some huge games last year.
He did.
He had, I believe, maybe a couple 30-plus point games. He had a triple-double. So he's not just a one-dimensional player. Nate can really handle on the block, pass to cutters, get open looks for teammates. He's kind of like the point center for this team. That yes, he won't bring up the ball. He won't be making the decisions in transition. But the coaching staff really wants the ball in Nate's hands and have him decide how this game is going to go.
Yeah. And just to get back to the overall Dragons, this is their first season back in the OAA red. They were in the blue last season. They had a great season last year, which is the reason why they got bumped back up from the blue to the red. So it should be better competition. We'll see how they fare up. You know, they've only had 2 games, so it's still, there's still a lot of work in progress and that sort of thing. This is their first home game, so hopefully they can start off well.
Hopefully, get the crowd energized and ready to go so they can feed off that energy. A player that I'm looking for to kind of jumpstart this team outside of Nate Talbot is Jack Cummins. He can really run in transition, great finisher around the paint, and can definitely stretch the floor with that 3-ball.
Yeah, he's a very good shooter. Again, in the Adams game, he was shooting pretty well, and he can also drive inside. He has very good court vision as well. He knows when to pass the ball, and he knows when to not drive to the hole and force a shot. That was kind of his problem last season, was that he kind of forced shots. But now this season, he's starting to grow up a little bit more. He knows what to do and not to do. So.
Yeah, and the thing with the Dragons, too, is they are a deep team. It's not just the starting 5, which is going to handle this game. They go deep in their bench. Jake Reichquist is kind of their 6th man. He might start some games this year. And this team really isn't just about the star power. So it's a really well-rounded team. Hopefully that will show throughout this game and the entire season so they can have a successful year, back-to-back seasons, maybe with a successful season.
Yes. Well, that's all we have for you guys. We'll be back after the national anthem and player introductions, so we'll see you guys in a short minute.
Today we'd like to talk to you about the MHSAA's Task Force on Multi-Sport Participation. The high school experience should feature a variety of activities inside and outside the academic classroom. For athletes, that should mean playing more than one sport. To that end, the MHSAA has established a multi-sport participation task force to promote that goal and its values. Among the strategies are schools hiring coaches who promote and practice multi-sport participation, schools, leagues, and conferences rewarding multi-sport participation, and emphasizing the health benefits of playing more than one sport. The notion of multi-sport participation has gained more traction of late as prominent college coaches, Hall of Fame baseball players, and even Olympians credit success in later life by playing several different sports in their youth. And the sports medicine community concurs, pointing out the cross-training values of multi-sports participation and the proven health hazards of specialization that is too early or too intense. The Multi-Sport Participation Task Force will continue its work in the months ahead to develop strategies that can be embraced by schools, coaches, parents, and student athletes. For more information, check out the health and safety page at mhsaa.com.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Sports give so many opportunities to kids. It gives them an opportunity to see where they fit within a team, persevere, understanding how to work with different personalities. Those are the lessons that will make you a successful adult. As a mom, you have to have an understanding of what concussions are.
Concussions are things that are treatable. If we take care of athletes, they will be able to develop and have a long, happy, healthy life.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we are live in the Dragons' Den. Both teams are doing their player intros right now, but first we're going to talk a little bit more about how we think this game is going to go. Dragons, coached by Coach Jim Manzo. How do you think he's done so far in his tenure at Lake Orion?
Oh, I think Jim Manzo has done a fantastic job. I mean, with the success they had last year, too, one of the most successful seasons in Dragons history. There's nothing more that Manzo could be doing for this team. He's kind of set up a culture for the Dragons and a lot of a returning crew for Lake Orion this year. So I expect a lot from this Lake Orion Dragons team this season.
Yeah, Manzo, he came in, I believe it was my freshman year, he came in after the Dragons had a very bad season. I believe they only won one game, and it was the last one against Rochester, who also hadn't won a game at that point. But he came in after that season, and his first season, wasn't the best. I mean, they had wins, they were quality wins. And then last season, they really stepped up a lot. They went undefeated at home. They won the district, which was a very good job. And then this year, or that performance last season got them bumped up to the red. So hopefully we see the same result this year as we saw last year, and this time will be against better competition.
Exactly, and you just said it right there. It's against better competition. This will be a challenge for Manzo because of the success he had last year, bumped them into a better division.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how this team kind of reacts to that, different opponents, different talent. So that's one storyline throughout the season, if you're a Dragons fan, that you want to be looking at.
Yeah. And the Troy Athens, they have 15 players, and 13 of them are seniors. And they did lose a lot of players last season, but they have a lot of seniority on that team. But it's just a matter of how they can respond after losing 50 to 39 to UC Eisenhower. So we've had player intros, we've had the national anthem. We're about to start the tip-off right here. And the Dragons win the tip-off. Cummins grabs the ball, walks up the court. Going to his right now. He's going to pull up for a three. No good, in and out. Rebounded by Dylan Manos. He passes the ball off to Alec Sidoworitz. Sidoworitz passes inside. Out to the corner. Manos for three. Good!
Great look there. Good inside-out offense for Troy Athens.
Great court vision right there by the Redhawks. Cummins comes up the court now, looking to set up a play. He rolls to his left. Ryquist top of the key, gets a pick from Van Heck. Loken in the corner, inside to Van Heck. Oh, and Van Heck lost the handle of it. He was open inside, had a chance to put up an easy layup, just lost the handle of it.
And you like to see that. I mean, it's the team looking to find their
Open
other
holes,
teammates.
yeah.
Exactly. Right under the basket, just kind of mishandled the pass.
Inbound, saved by Drew Van Heck. He actually stole it and saved it from going out of bounds. Cummins passes out to Reichwis, his three-pointer. Good! Jake Reichwis from the corner, ties him up at 3-3.
And like we said coming in, Jake Reichwis, kind of their sixth man, but he is going to start some games for the Dragons.
Yeah.
Comes in, starts, and hits a big three in the corner.
Sidorowicz, Alex Sidorowicz. There's two of them on this team. This one's Alex, number 5. He passed over to Ethan LeBay. Sidorowicz now looking drive inside. His little pop jumper off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Talbot. There's his first rebound of the day. Cummins coming up the right side now. And looks like a foul, I believe it was on Talbot, an off-ball foul. And we'll give the Redhawks possession.
And you like to see, though, Nate's trying to establish position inside. I'm not sure if I saw so much on that call, but Nate really just trying to force himself down in the post.
Dragons playing a full court press defense right now. Something that we haven't. It's something I saw a little bit from last season, but not a lot. But looks like they're going to try to start out with it.
And I think it might be something that Manzo really wants to establish with this team.
Season, yeah. I think he can do it this year because they definitely have the athleticism to do it.
Definitely.
Sidorowicz now in the corner. Drives the baseline, out to the corner to Manos. Manos, his three-pointer, no good off the back iron. And rebounded by Van Heck. Here comes Cummins now up the middle of the court. Pass over to Van Heck. Van Heck out to Loken in the corner. He drives inside, trying to drive baseline. It's going to be out of bounds, and it will stay Dragons' possession.
And on that previous possession for the Redhawks, you saw that same offense ran where they kind of split right down to the center of the, right underneath the basket, kick it out to the open three-man.
Inbound, Talbot lost the handle. Manos had to pass up now to Tipperud. Oh, saved by Talbot. Here comes Cummins up the right side now. Driving inside. And up, and it's good. Good job by Jack Cummins. Good move. Keeping the ball away from the defenders and putting it up in the hoop.
And like we said before, great finisher around the basket. He showed that there.
Inside now, out to Sidorowicz. And it's going to be a travel on Sidorowicz as he kind of caught the ball, kind of took 2 steps, 2.5, and put up a shot. So that will be no good. Loken inbounds it now to Jack Cummins. Talbot at the top, or not top of the key, but he hands off to Reichwis. Gets a pick from Talbot. Reichwis step back jumper, no good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Loken. Loken driving inside, no good, but a foul called. I believe that will be on. That foul will be on Dylan Manos.
And like you said, too, coming into this game, they have a lot of athleticism on this roster so they can play that full court press defense. And like you saw there, with Nate Talbot in the middle, they have a lot of players that can run, cut, and create open looks with their athleticism.
Loken's first free throw off the front of the rim, no good. Yeah, Loken is definitely one of their more kind of hybrid players. He can play good defense, but he can also kind of run that transition offense,
Definitely.
which is something that they need.
A really solid two-way player for the Dragons.
Second free throw good by Loken, making the score 6-3 now. Manos taking the ball up the court. Cummins pressing now. Gets the ball across half court. Redhawks trying to set up a play. Manos drives it left to Tipperita. And it's going to be another travel. That one on Andre Tipperita. Or no, excuse me, Ethan LeBay.
Yeah, LeBay tried to do a little jump stop there. Both feet didn't come down at the same time, resulting in the travel there.
Van Heck now inside. He's looking to drive to his left side. Easy layup. Good move from Van Heck. Faking the pass in the corner and putting up the layup. Good job by him. It looks like the Redhawks made a substitution, number 15, Hunter March. As that three-pointer is good. That one is Tipperita. But it looks like the Redhawks did make a substitution. It looks like number 15, Hunter March is in. I did not see who he subbed in for. But it looks like he's now guarding Cummins at the point.
And it looks like the Redhawks are really trying to use that three-point line early on. I believe there's been about 4 attempts for the Redhawks.
Yeah, that was one of the pregame things that I forgot to talk about, is that they really like the 3 points. And I saw them in warm-ups, and they were really hitting those a lot. So they definitely have the ability to do it. It's just a matter of them trying to get open to be able to hit that 3. The Heck inside Talbot, and foul called.
And the thing you see there, too, Nate drawing a double team early.
Yeah.
He's the biggest guy on the court, by a long
Yeah,
shot.
by a long shot.
So they got to bring an extra defender. That's where Nate's got to make that decision to kick it to the corner real fast.
Yeah. Reichwitz the inbounder now. Loke in the corner. His three-pointer is no good. Off the rim. Rebounded by number 11, Davis DG Vianani. Hunter March now looking to set up a play. Stolen by Reichwitz. Ball on the floor. Picked up by Reichwitz. He goes to the hoop, and his layup is good.
Great finish by Reichwitz.
Good job by Reichwitz to reach it and not draw the foul and be able to take that ball in transition and make the easy layup. Manos now spinning around. Pressed by Cummins. Manos trying to find a play. Almost traveled. No travel. Call. That ball's out of bounds. It looked like a travel right there, and they didn't call it, but the Dragons or the Redhawks ended up passing the ball out of bounds anyway.
Yeah, it definitely looked like they got away with a little bit of a travel there, but the Dragons will take it. It resulted in a turnover anyways.
Looks like Hunter Seitz is in, and the number 12, Dylan Bodenheimer, is in. It looks like also number 1, Isaiah Harris, is also in, so more than half of the lineup changed for the Dragons now. Isaiah did start the last game, but did not start this game.
And I wonder if we'll see that going forward, too, if Isaiah and Reichwitz will kind of rotate being that 5th starter, depending on the matchups.
Harris, long three-pointer, no good, up the front of the rim. Bounce to the corner, almost saved by Seitz, but that goes out of bounds, resulting in the Redhawks possession.
Looks like a little bit of a miscommunication there. 2 Dragons going for that ball.
Yeah.
You'd like to see a little bit more communication with someone inbounds to receive that pass.
Yeah. Manos the inbounder for the Redhawks. Passes over to 24. Jacob Thornton looks like he's subbed in as well for the Redhawks. So he's running point now, guarded by Bodenheimer. And Bodenheimer, a very good defender for the Dragons. Out to the corner now. GV, that one off the top of the rim, or top of the backboard. That one was by number 11, Davis DiGiovanni.
But that's what the Redhawks want right there, that wide open corner triple. They've gotten a lot of good looks from 3 early on. That's got to be a little bit of a concern for the Dragons.
Yeah. Bodenheimer now hands it off to Harris. Harris out to Seitz. Reichwitz to Talbot at the top of the key. Talbot drives in, double team, pass out to Reichwitz. His three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Bodenheimer. Bodenheimer goes up, and the foul's called. Good board by Bodenheimer to go up and get that ball aggressively. Ended up drawing the foul.
And before that rebound, too, like we were just talking about, Nate Talbot has to make that quick decision out of the post. The Redhawks bring that double team. Nate makes the right read, finds the open guy for the 3. He didn't make it, but gave the opportunity for an offensive board, and Dragons at the free throw line.
Bodenheimer's first free throw is good. And yeah, you saw like how quickly they double teamed him because they really worried about him because he's the tallest guy on the court by a long shot. So they're see how you see how worried they are about Talbot being able to post up on him.
Definitely.
Which hopefully can open up some three-pointers for the Dragons. Bodenheimer's second free throw is no good. Rebounded by Thornton. Jacob Thornton now coming up the court trying to set up a play. Bodenheimer pressing. Thornton getting defended well by Bodenheimer. That one's inside of number 22, Max DeLong. That one's no good. Rebound by Reichwitz. Here comes a fast break. Reichwitz out to Bodenheimer. Way out to Harris over on the left side. That one's inside Talbot. Talbot, double team, almost lost the handle. Triple team now. And it looks like a double dribble. And it looks like Nate Talbot kind of got frantic right there as he got triple team and just couldn't hang on to the ball right there.
And, Nate will get more comfortable as time goes on, as the season goes on in those situations. This is probably one of the first few times this season where he's gotten a triple team.
Yeah.
But he's that type of player where he draws it, so he's just got to get better and read those situations a little bit better.
And it looks like a timeout by the Redhawks. We have a 30-second timeout.
The LOHS Dragon Broadcast Program and Orion Neighborhood Television have teamed up to bring you live broadcasts of several LOHS games and events throughout the school year. That includes all varsity football games and several varsity volleyball matches this fall. If you aren't able to be in attendance, you can watch many games and events online. A subscription costs less than $10 per month, and half of the money goes back to LOHS Broadcast Program. It's a great option for friends and family who might not live in the area. Check out the live stream of Dragon Sports at www.dragonbroadcasting.org. ONTV thanks our students crew for their hard work and dedication to bringing Dragon Sports to the world.
All right, so looks like it was a 30-second timeout taken by the Redhawks. A little quick inbound right here. That one inbounded to Hunter March. Double team in the corner, stolen by Van Heck. Van Heck inside. and it's blocked. Here come the Redhawks up the court. Tipperita, fast break, no good. Rebounded by Seitz. Here comes Reichwitz up the left side.
Great defense by the Dragons there, getting back. No easy baskets, even though the Redhawks had a wide open layup.
Harris out to Van Heck. Van Heck fakes the three. Back out to Harris. Harris trying to set the play. Now he backs up near half court. Calling for a pick. Dancing around Harris. Out to Van Heck at the top of the key. Reichwitz thinks about a three, doesn't do it. Seitz hands it out to Van Heck. Van Heck almost lost the handle, keeps a hold of it. Van Heck inside. Good move from Van Heck, and he lays it in. Good Euro step from Van Heck right there.
Drew Van Heck really showing his ability to get to the basket and finish through the contact there.
Here come the Redhawks now. Jacob Thornton has the ball at the top of the key, guarded by Bodenheimer. Dancing around over the Hunter March. Hunter March back out to Thornton. Thornton inside, out to the corner. I believe that's Max DeLong. His three-pointer is good.
And Jacob Thornton for the Redhawks really has a nice handle on that ball, keeping it away from the Dragon defenders, trying to poke it away almost every time down the court.
That makes the score 13-9 as Isaiah Harris tries to drive inside. I believe he was fouled. So like Hunter March was called for the foul right there as number 4, Shane Barkley coming in now for Jake Reichwitz. So it looks like Vansel going with a little bit more of a defensive lineup right now. You got Bodenheimer, Van Heck, and Barkley all out there, and Seitz. Barkley, definitely a very good defensive player. He was used a lot in the Rochester Adams game on defense, so we'll see how he does right here. Looks like number 20, Jordan Seaball is in for the Redhawks. Harris is a scoop layup to the right side. Good job by Isaiah Harris to get that layup over, or under, I should say, the Redhawk defender.
And it seems like the Dragons made a turnover there, forced the Redhawks into a turnover, get the ball right back after a great offensive possession by Harris.
A turnover from the Redhawks results in the Dragons' ball. Drew Van Heck now over to Seitz. Seitz, his three-pointer is, boom, it's good. Hunter Seitz for three.
And like you saw there, the Dragons working out of the mid-post there. Nate's on the bench, so they run it through Drew Van Heck, and they find a wide-open triple.
Good job by Hunter Seitz to hit that three-pointer. Much-needed three-pointer for the Dragons. Sabal now driving inside. Number 4, Max Sidorowicz. His jumper is good. Drew Van Heck now gives off to Isaiah Harris. Drew Van Heck now out near the top of the key. Pass out to Seitz. Seitz, another three-pointer. Boom, that one's good. Hunter Seitz again. 2 shots, 2 three-pointers, and gives him 6 points in the day so far, and extends the Dragons' lead to 21-11 as that is the end of the first quarter. A fiery start for the Dragons as they start off the game well with 21 points.
Larry Buss and the crew at Jets Pizza, located at 1091 South Lapeer Road, have been a proud supporter of Orion Neighborhood Television and Dragon Athletics since 2009. Jets supplies catering for cast and crew. Thank you, Larry, for your continued support. Give them a call at 248-814-7559 for more information.
All right, so Dragons lead 21-11 to start the second quarter. A very good first quarter for the Dragons. And in the last game against Rochester Adams, they only had about, I think it was 8 points to start the first quarter. That game started off 8-3 in the Dragons' favor, so it was good to see a good offensive startup for the Dragons right here.
And at the end of that first quarter, Drew Van Heck has used that ball fake to the corner now, I believe, almost 3 times, resulting in that wide open triple for Hunter Seitz. Fantastic move. He was spinning in the air, threw it behind him to Seitz, who hit the wide open triple. Like you said, back-to-back triples for Seitz.
Yeah.
They need him to contribute off the bench, especially from distance, for this offense, for this crew out on the floor right now to work.
Yes. Seitz, he actually kind of rotated in the starting rotation a little bit last year. Now he's kind of riding the bench role, but I think Manzo did that because he knew that he can lead that bench lineup and really help them out when they needed it. Here we go now, the top, or not top of the key, but Max Sidorowicz. Passed over to Jacob Thornton. Lost ball, here comes Isaiah Harris. Isaiah Harris looking for the layup, and it's good.
Isaiah Harris, great finish in transition there. Knew where the defender was and made sure he could get that ball up.
Jordan Seaball lost the ball. Here comes Harris now, top of the key, gives over to Seitz. Harris trying to find a play, gives up to Barkley in the corner. inside. It looks like a foul. Didn't call. Hunter Seitz goes up and one. Hunter Seitz with the end one. Good job. Way to go up strong and finish on that layup after a questionable no call at first on Dylan Bodenheimer, but it ended up resulting in 2 points and potentially 3 for the Dragons right here.
And like you said, Hunter Seitz really giving this bench group a lift. And I think you're right with Manzo putting him on the bench this season to kind of be maybe that sixth man for this group and provide that scoring, especially when Nate's on the bench.
Seitz now attempting to complete the old-fashioned three-pointer. As that one's no good, rebounded by the Redhawks. Here comes number 11, Davis DiGiovanni. He gets fouled by Van Heck. A little bit of words back and forth between Van Heck and DiGiovanni. DiGiovanni's probably the Redhawks' best player, so we'll see how he does against this full-court press by the Dragons.
And the Dragons really have been beneficial playing this full-court press, really kind of getting the Redhawks out of their groove and how they want to play their offense.
Ethan LeBay now, he goes over to the right side, over to DiGiovanni. DiGiovanni inside to Max DeLong, who passes over to Tipperita, and that one's no good. Rebounded by Talbot.
Great defense by Talbot there to contest that jump shot.
Harris, step back three, no good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by DeLong. DeLong up to LeBay. LeBay dancing around now. Gets that over to Alex Sidorowicz, the other Sidorowicz brother. He's trying to find a play now. Gets that one inside Tipperita. Tipperita back to Sidorowicz. He drives baseline. Out to the corner to Max DeLong. His three-pointer is good from the corner. Max DeLong, another three-pointer hit by him as the Redhawks establishing that three-pointer early. Hopefully it can get them, or not hopefully, but we'll see if that can get them within a manageable distance to the lead.
And that's the Redhawks' fourth triple of the game. Only one two-point conversion from the court today. Like we said coming into the game, that's what they want to play. That's the style of offense they want to run.
Yeah, they really live by three and die by the three, so we'll see how that works out for them. The Seitz out to Van Heck. Van Heck driving inside, and he's blocked from behind, and it will be out of bounds on the Redhawks.
But you like that aggressive move by Van Heck, which he's going to keep doing. He's going to keep coming at you, especially if you're a Red Hawk defender. You know Van Heck's coming.
Yeah, that kind of aggressiveness you really only saw from Jamie Lewis last year. That kind of attacking the rim. And I think Drew Van Heck adding to that is really going to help them. As an inbound high pass to Cummins. Inside Talbot in the post. His hook shot good. There it is. Nate Talbot, his first points of the game comes in the post as usual. Here come the Redhawks.
And we'll see if that gets Nate going a little bit. He's been quiet early on, but the Dragons have still been producing.
Here comes Max Sidorowicz. He drives in the hole, and a charge called. That will put a foul on Sidorowicz as Drew Van Heck, known for being able to take charge as well, as he forces a charge. And that will result in the Dragons' ball, as now looks like number 5, Jake Reichless, number 15, Kyle Loken come in for Barkley and Seitz. So good job by Seitz and Barkley to hold down, especially on the defensive end, and good job by Seitz to get 2 3-pointers. Here comes Reichless now trying to set up a play. Over to Cummins. Jake in the corner, his three-pointer no good, off the side of the rim, rebounded by Ethan LeBay. Here he comes up the court now. He's looking to drive. Euro step from him, no good, rebounded by Tipperita, it rolls in.
Dragons kind of got lost there. Nate Talbot had to contest that drive by the Redhawks, leaving the offensive rebound for Troy Athens.
Loken now over to Van Heck, top of the key, inside Talbot. Talbot double teamed, still lays it in. And you're seeing that height, like, it's really playing a factor now because they had 2 guys on Talbot and he was able to easily lay it up over the 2 defenders.
Yeah, Nate, like you said, over 2 defenders. Not even 2 defenders could stop Nate on that possession.
Tipperita in the corner, his three-pointer. No, or it's good. It's good. I just see it live by the 3, die by the 3. That's really what the Redhawks are doing right now. That's really the only thing they can really muster up right now.
Exactly, and they're getting a lot of open looks from that corner 3.
Talbot inside, triple team right there, and going to be a jump ball, resulting in the possession arrow to the Dragons. But as you see the triple team right there, you had 4 pairs of hands on the ball right there.
Tough position for Nate to be in.
Yeah.
That time he really didn't have much time to think or to even make a play. They were all there as soon as he touched the ball.
Talbot now inside again, double team. He's looking to spin around. No foul call. Looks like they got blocked. Here comes DiGiovanni. He spins around now, trying to drive to the lane. Lay it way over the backboard, and that will be out of bounds. Kind of a forced shot right there from DiGiovanni.
And it looks like DiGiovanni, was trying to force it, try to get something going. Like you said, he's one of their 2 star players on this team. and he's been quiet early on.
Looks like Bodenheimer coming in. Looks like he might check in soon. He stands in front of the scorer's table. Cummins now top the key. Thinks about a three, doesn't take it. Here comes Talbot now. He gets up to Cummins. Cummins jab steps. His three-pointer is good. Jack Cummins jab steps and hits the three-pointer. Good job by him. Here come the Redhawks in transition now, trying to catch the Dragons off guard. Sidorowicz over to Ethan LeBay now. Back to Sidorowicz. His three-pointer is no good. Rebound by Van Heck. Van Heck now gives up to Cummins to set up the play. Fast transition. Reichels in the corner. Fakes three. Inside. Talbot, the layup is good.
What a great pass by Reichels there. Nate had his defender pinned right underneath the basket for the easy lane. Great offense ran there by the Dragons.
And it looks like a timeout taken by the Redhawks once again. A full timeout.
DVD copies can be purchased by calling ONTV at 248-693-3377 or 248-393-1060. For only $10, you can get a copy of not only this game, but any game or program in our broadcast vault. That's DVD copies, 248-693-3377 or 248-393-1060.
So the Dragons lead 34-19 with 3:31 to go in the first half. They've definitely had a good explosion in this first half, already getting to 34 points. And they've been playing pretty good defense well. They have kind of left the three-pointers open, which Troy Athens, as you see, they're probably one of the better three-point hitting teams in the conference. So, it's definitely a little bit of a worry for down the road. But I think for right now, the Dragons are doing just fine. I think, as long as you have more points than them, that's really all that matters.
But like you said, though, Troy Athens is really getting wide open looks from especially the corner threes.
Yeah, the corner
off
threes
that dribble penetration. That's one thing you want to cut down on, especially once you get into the halftime locker room, because if a couple more of those start falling, this might turn into a ball game.
Yeah, the Dragons are really they're really protecting the rim, trying not to get beat inside, but that's resulting in them getting beat outside, which they might not see a team like this until later in the season. As a three-pointer from Tipperita, that one's good. As you see, the corner threes is open right now as the Dragons are really trying to protect the lane, which is good, but when the team isn't really attacking the lane, there's really no point to. I think you might need to open it up a little bit and try to grab the corner. Cummins now looks to drive inside, protects the ball, out to Reichels. Blocked by DiGiovanni as a push foul. That's going to be a foul on DiGiovanni, almost resulting in a flagrant.
Yeah, DiGiovanni did not look impressed with that call, but it looked pretty blatant up here from where we're standing.
Yeah, obviously the ref had a better view, so maybe he saw something that we didn't see, but it will result in a, I believe, a one-on-one situation, as that will put the Dragons in the bonus. Yep, one-on-one situation said by the PA announcer. First free throw is good. Dragons now lead 35-22 now with 3 minutes to go in the first half.
And one thing Dragons have stayed persistent with is that full court press. They haven't laid off of it. They may have been only a one-man full court press, but off a made basket, you see everybody grabbing a man and playing defense.
That second free throw was good by Reichels. Now a trap right here by the Dragons as the Redhawks got to get across half court, and they do. 2-on-1, they got numbers inside the DiGiovanni. His layup is good. Almost a good job by the Dragons. They had the trap. They had two traps back there, but a good job by the Redhawks to quickly get the ball up the court. We left 2-on-1 on Nate Talbot, and there's really nothing Nate could do right there. Talbot inside, out to the corner. Reichels his three-pointer. Bang! Puts it in.
Great read by Nate Talbot. Like we've been saying all night long, he's got to make those quick reads. He did that there for that wide-open corner triple.
Good job by Reichels now. Almost a travel again. This one's stolen by Reichels inside, and he's blocked, and it will result in the Dragons' ball.
The Redhawks still have not been able to kind of identify how to attack this full-court trap, which I think this is a recipe for success for the Dragons moving forward, because a lot of these teams aren't used to seeing a full-court trap.
Reichels from the corner again. Bang! Puts it in. Jake Reichels. A three-pointer. He does a little bit of a dance if he makes that three. He's red hot right now, extending the score to 42-24 now.
Yeah, the Redhawks really having some issues here.
Yeah, here comes Tipperita now in the corner. DiGiovanni inside on Talbot. Double teamed by Bodenheimer. DiGiovanni drives baseline. And his little jumper is good. Oh, looked like maybe a charge right there, but no foul called, so we will play on in a bucket right there for DiGiovanni.
And this is the type of offense you want to see the Dragons running all season long. Right through Nate in the post right there, and kicking it for the threes.
And looks like, I believe, a foul called. Yeah, Red Hawk foul. That's on Dylan Manos. That's his second of the game. As number 22, Max DeLong, is going to check in for the Red Hawks. He comes in for 14, Ethan LeBay, and Seitz comes in for Kyle Loken. And here comes Isaiah Harris coming in for Jack Cummins.
The Red Hawks have done a really good job of trying to contain Nate Talbot with those double and triple teams. The only thing that's resulted in is three-pointers for the Dragons, which are falling tonight, so that is an issue.
Yeah, it's really just tough when Nate Talbot is really the tallest guy on the court by 4 to 5 inches, which you can't do much if you don't have the height. I mean, you can try to double and triple team all you want, but
they're just going to leave holes for you.
Exactly, and
defensively.
It's just a lot of pros and cons that goes out of bounds on the Red Hawks. So we'll give that will give Dragons the possession again. But yeah, it's really just nothing the Red Hawks can really do right now because they don't have the height. It looks like Nate's checking out, so that might give the Red Hawks a little bit of a break now.
And you see, they always use Drew Van Heck to be kind of their 5 men whenever Nate goes to the bench.
Inside, Bodenheimer driving left. And it's a jump ball, I believe. Yeah, no, a travel. They call it travel on Bodenheimer. But either way, if it was a jump ball, it would have been possession for the Red Hawks anyway. Like Tipperary to inbound now. He inbounds that to number 22, Max DeLong, as they will give it to Alex Sidorowicz, and he will drive the ball up the court. Sidorowicz trying to find a play now. Over to the long top of the key. Almost a travel again, almost stolen by Harris. In the corner, Dylan Manos, he gets over to Tipperary in the other corner. His three-pointer, no good. And there was a whistle on the baseline.
Not sure I saw what happened there.
Yeah, he pointed to the baseline, but there's really no one on the exact baseline. I guess they called I guess they might call it over the back foul on. I guess they called that on Isaiah. So I guess it was an off the ball foul or over the back. As another foul called. Or no, they called out of bounds. I think Isaiah blocked the inbound. No, it was a foul. That was on Hunter Seitz. As the Red Hawks will inbound now. Manos over to Alex Sidorowicz. That ball is a bad pass, but still gotten by the Red Hawks. Top of the key now, Dylan Manos. Guarded by Isaiah. DeLong now trying to find a play. DiGiovanni. Now Sidorowicz has it. Red Hawks really taking their time right now as they get an inside pass. Pass it back out to DiGiovanni. Really half-court offense right here, as that one is saved by Isaiah Harris, but saved to the Red Hawks in the corner. Dylan Manos, his three-pointer is good.
And another one of those corner triples. That left corner has been the sweet spot for the Red Hawks offensively.
Yeah, that was a really long possession right there for the Red Hawks, and them getting three points out of it. So good job by them, as now we're running under 20 seconds. Reichwitz may try to hold for the last shot unless the Red Hawks press. It looks like they're kind of doing right here. Van Heck now trying to find a play. Harris driving inside, and looks like a foul called.
Isaiah Harris has been really aggressive offensively. I really like him in that 6-man role tonight. He's kind of provided a little bit of a punch to counteract Hunter Seitz' three-point shooting, also with Jake Reichwitz hitting some shots on the wing as well.
That foul was on Dylan Manos. That was his third, so he will get subbed out here with 9.1 to go in the first half. Number 4, Max Sidorowicz will come in now. Isaiah Harris does have I believe he has a 1-and-1 from the line. As his first free throw is good. So he will get one more free throw attempt right here. Dragons lead 44-29, 9.1 to go in the first half. As that one's also good. Kyle Loken checking in now for Seitz. Looks like trying to get a little bit more speed back there in case they try to do a fast break. Loken a little bit faster than Seitz. Looks like they called Drew Van Heck for a push foul. That's his second now. And another substitution now. Talbot. Looks like they're going to put Talbot deep, sub Van Heck out. So looks like now they're going to try to get height back there. Gets to try a full court pass. Here come the Redhawks now. 6 seconds now. They got to get a shot up or do something. Over in the corner, Tipperita, his jumper at the buzzer, air ball, no good. And that is the end of the first half. Your Dragons lead 45-29. We'll be back right after halftime.
Today, Eric Almirola behind the wheel in that 43 car.
We all have a role to play here at Richard Petty Motorsports. We respect each other, work hard, and that helped us get the big win in Daytona. My partners in the U.S. Air Force also know that it takes a team to make each mission a success. Your coworkers, family, and friends are your team. Treat them with respect, and together you can accomplish great things. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Lake Orion Boys Varsity Basketball game. The Dragons lead 45-29 as we're about to start the third quarter here. Chris, what have you seen from the Dragons so far?
What really has surprised me early on is that full court press they've displayed throughout the first half. I really hope they keep doing this throughout the season as long as it becomes successful. It's really gotten the Redhawks into a bad funk offensively. Yes, they've gotten some open corner threes, but it's taken them a long time to get those wide open looks.
Yeah, something I'm really impressed with by the Dragons is we have replays right here. Is really like said their full court press, but their three-point game has really been on so far this game. One of the better three-point games I've seen from them. They're really hitting those outside shots with Hunter Sykes, Jake Reichwood, Jack Cummins. A lot of those guys are hitting perimeter shots, which is really helping them out right now, because that's something that they really couldn't do consistently last season. And it looks like this group of guys right here might be able to kind of break that curse that they've had. As we got a replay right here of a questionable no call right there on Dylan Bodenheimer, but good job by Seth to grab the loose ball and go up almost an and one, but he could not complete the free throw. So as we go here, we're about to start the second half as the Redhawks were inbound first. And that one's stolen by Kyle Loken here. He comes down the middle of the court. Looks like he's going to slow it down, gives it out to Reichwist. Reichwist, his three-pointer, pull up, no good off the front of the rim. And that one's rebounded by Loken. Loken gives it up to Cummins now. He's looking to set up a play. Inside to Van Heck. Back out to Cummins. Loken, top of the key. His three-pointer, no good off the back iron. Rebound by Van Heck. Good job by him as he is on the ground. And I believe they called him out of bounds on the baseline. So good effort by Van Heck. Sadly, it wasn't enough to keep the Dragons' ball. They'll give it to the Redhawks.
Van Heck has been that kind of energy boost for the Dragons here throughout the first half and seemingly the start of the second half. We'll see if he can keep that up.
Yeah, I played with Drew in football, and he's always been a guy that puts in 110% effort every time he's out there, which is really good to see. That's a foul call on one of the Dragons. There are two of them down there.
And you say you played football with him. You can tell he's that physical type player.
He's physical.
He kind of brings that mentality to the basketball court, going to the paint, attacking the rim, or playing some tough nose defense.
Tipperita now with the ball in the corner, guarded by Talbot. He hands off to Soderworitz. That one's off his knee, and it will be Dragons' ball. So Soderworitz got double teamed down low, can hand him the ball, and bounce it off his knee, and will give the ball to the Dragons.
Dragons have been in tip-top form defensively. We'll see if this carries on throughout the game, but you really can't have much issue with how they've played defensively.
Rikers now slowly taking the ball across half court. Loken now trying to find something. He's going to drive inside, and foul called.
Kyle Loken's been quiet tonight, but we'll see if he can get it going in the second half. Nice aggressive move going to the basket, forcing the foul, and he should be getting a couple shots here at the stripe.
So that's a shooting foul on number 2, Dylan Manos. That's his fourth. He's got to be very careful. He got 2 quick ones before the end of the half, which forced his coach to sub him out. It looks like Max DeLong right now is about to sub in for the Redhawks. Probably take Manos as he has 4.
And Manos has been a really big threat for them from the three-point land tonight. He's got a couple triples in the corner, and he's been a player that's been dialed in for them tonight.
That first free throw was good by Loken. Second free throw now is in and out, and that ball's out of bounds. Redhawks ball.
And again, there's Drew going, attacking the glass, making it difficult for the Redhawks to get the defensive rebound.
Dragons again playing that full court press. They're still keeping it up right now as they get a through ball to Soderowitz. He hands it off to LeBay. Back to Soderowitz. Drives baseline. That looked weird. He looked like he was waiting for someone to be there and no one was. So turnover right now for the Redhawks. Cummins driving inside. Flashy pass out to Reichquist, and that one is no good. Rebound by Cummins inside. Back up again off the bottom of the backboard, and looks like he will go back out to reset. Inside, Talbot in the post. The hook shot, no good. Rebound, gets his own board, goes up, and he's fouled.
That was one of the few times we've seen Nate Talbot be guarded one-on-one, and he made the Redhawks pay, got the offensive glass off the miss, and drew the foul.
Yeah, good job by Talbot to grab his own board and go back up strong again, which is something he couldn't really do last season effectively, at least at first, was go back up strong, and he's doing a really good job of it this year so far. As his first free throw is good. And he did a good job of that late in last season. He did a good job of really being strong underneath the rim and going back up with his offensive boards. Second free throw is good by Talbot.
And the thing with Nate, too, is he's been, for the most part, under control tonight, even though he's had to deal with double, triple teams, even the occasional quadruple team.
Yeah, Talbot a Wayne State commit, as that ball is not out of bounds. But yeah, Talbot a Wayne State commit. So this is definitely good film for him. For obviously he's already committed to Wayne State, but it's good for Wayne State to see that he can handle those triple and double teams. It's like LeBay now to inbound. He gets it off to Alex Soderowitz. He passes over. The ball ends up in the hands. I can't see the number right now. That was a weird shot right there from number 14, Ethan LeBay, resulting in a Cummins rebound. Tight defense from Giovanni right now. Inside now, Talbot, triple team, back out to Loken for three. Bang! Puts it in!
And there it is, Nate Talbot drew the double team that time, made the correct read for the perimeter, and a wide open three.
Soderowitz now trying to drive inside, out to the corner to Tipperita. That one's good. As you see again, the corner is really a hot spot right now. Most for Tipperita, but a lot of the Redhawks right now are hitting that corner three-pointer well. Talbot baseline now, triple team again.
Looks like we have an injury, too.
Yeah, looks like we do. Corner three, no good by Cummins. As we got a 4-on-5 right now. There's a player injured in the corner. The refs really should stop play, or a timeout should be called. It's basically a 4-on-5 right now, and it looks like Chelsea, our trainer, is coming over to help out the injured player.
And it looks like it might be an ankle.
Yeah, it looks like against Ethan LeBay.
Go mobile with ONTV anytime. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube on your mobile devices. Connect with ONTV to see what's happening in our studio, see upcoming events, and watch ONTV programs in high definition on demand. ONTV, working to bring Lake Orion to the world.
Yeah, I did not see what happened with Ethan LeBay over there. I'm assuming it was when he tried to block that three-pointer from Cummins. He might have rolled an ankle or something.
And the way it looked, too, he was hopping off the court there to the corner. It really definitely looked like an ankle. As soon as he went down, it looked like he was grabbing that left ankle. Again, we're all just assuming right now, but hopefully he'll be able to walk it off.
Yeah, ankle injuries are always a tough one, especially when it comes to sprains. Sprains, they're really kind of a nagging injury. And hopefully it's not broken, but even if it is a sprain, it's still a tough injury to deal with because it can feel fine one day and then hurt a lot the next day. So you hope Ethan LeBay is all right.
And it looks like they are working on that ankle.
Yeah.
One benefit is at least it's not a knee injury. Those are definitely not a good thing to have. Ankle injuries, they're common in basketball.
Yeah.
Definitely something he can bounce back from.
Yeah, you see a lot of those scary injuries amongst the whole NBA. Like you had Gordon Hayward last year, his ankle injury, and then you had Paul George, his ankle injury, and a while ago back in March Madness, you had Kevin Ware for Louisville. His leg injury was bad. His bone was out of the leg. I was watching that game live, and that was hard to watch. As now it looks like his teammates are coming over, maybe to pick him up, try to get him off the court.
Definitely, that's definitely what it looks like.
Yeah. So he's now on his feet. We really hope Ethan LeBay is all right. Always scared to see a player go down.
Definitely.
Especially like the way he did. And looks like they'll probably take him back to the trainer's room right now, which is just outside the arena.
Unfortunately, he's not putting any pressure on that leg, but as long as he can kind of get off the court on his own power, and now he is trying to put some weight on that leg, which is a good sign. It's a good sign.
It's tough, but he's trying to do it. So again, we send our deepest regards out to Ethan LeBay. Hopefully, a speedy recovery for him. But we still got a game to play. Dragons lead 51-32, 5:29 to go in the third. It looks like kind of a march in for LeBay now. as Tipperita having trouble handling it over your half court. Almost stolen by Van Heck. Good effort by him. And that was almost a travel, but it doesn't matter. Stolen by Loke, and here he comes as a high pass to Reichels that goes out of bounds.
Good look, good idea by Loken. Again, that Dragon defense getting after it defensively, forcing turnovers left and right against Troy Athens. They've had a tough night offensively.
Yeah, another questionable no call. It looked like a travel, but it didn't matter anyway as the Dragons end up getting the ball back. Is now Talbot. Here he comes, loses the handle, but gets out to, I believe that's Loken. His three-pointer is good. Kyle Loken. Everybody fire from deep tonight as that extends the lead to 54-32 with 5 minutes to play. Almost another travel, and they get another no call, and that was Hunter March shoots a three. That one no good. It's been really a lot of no calls right now.
And again, Nate Talbot lost the ball there. It looked like he was going to go to the basket, but made the right read to the perimeter. Another three. The threes are falling tonight for the Dragons, so it makes it look a lot better.
Reichels step back jumper, good from the free throw line. A good free throw or a good shot from Reichels as the Redhawks call a timeout. A full timeout.
Be sure to tune in to replays of your favorite games right here on ONTV. Tune in Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 7 p.m. Saturdays at 1 p.m. for the most current games in our lineup. Games are also replayed throughout the week, so check our program guide on our webpage at orionontv.org for replay times that best fit your viewing schedule. Also visit our YouTube link for games on demand, www.orionontv.org.
So as we're in the middle of a full timeout right now by the Redhawks, the Dragons lead 56-32 with 4:37 to go in the third. It's all around a very good game for the Dragons. They're really lighting up from the three-point range, which is good to see. That's something that they've struggled with in the past.
And a really good showing here for their season home opener here at the field house. They're hitting the three balls. They're playing extremely well defensively. They look very cohesive as a unit, both on offense and on defense. So as long as this chemistry keeps building, it looks like it's a great start to their season.
Yeah, definitely a good start to the first home opener. Obviously it's early, so you don't want to make too many assumptions. But the Dragons definitely look like they got something brewing right now. So we'll see how the rest of the season plays out as the Redhawks inbound to Hunter Marsh. He passes quickly back to DeLong. Little Rowitz passes back to DeLong. That one stolen from behind by Van Heck. Here comes Reichels. They got a 3-on-2 now. Van Heck inside the Euro. No good. Put it back by Loken. And here comes Hunter March.
And the Dragons have just been all over the place defensively. Troy Athens having a difficulty even getting out the court.
DiGiovanni, it's like he got fouled. I believe that may have been a block foul of Van Heck. It was a clean block from Talbot up top, but I think Van Heck has his feet moving. He's trying to get another charge. And that's Van Heck's fourth, so he's got to be very careful. So Manzo, a smart substitution, taking him out, putting, I believe that's Dylan Bodenheimer, who's also a very good defender, and it really has the same kind of aggressiveness like Drew. Maybe not the same size, but definitely has the same kind of tenacity that Drew does.
And it definitely would be a little bit more worrisome with Drew picking up his fourth foul if this game was a little bit closer. But you got to love the way he's playing.
Yeah.
He's getting after it defensively. There's been a lot of touch and go calls on Drew. So you're not too worried with him being over-aggressive moving forward.
As that first free throw by DiGiovanni was no good. That was in and out.
DiGiovanni has been really quiet here in this one. He had a couple nice plays in the first half, but Dragons have kept him in check.
The second free throw is good by DiGiovanni. As now looks like the Redhawks are trying to do their own kind of a full court press. And it's like Cummins calls a timeout. Smart timeout from him, as this is really the first time the Dragons have seen this type of defense this game.
During this sports season, ONTV will be covering a large variety of games. Our sports coverage will include varsity boys basketball, varsity girls basketball, and varsity hockey games. Select games will be streamed live on dragonbroadcasting.org and will be replayed on our channel Comcast 10 and AT&T 99. Visit orionontv.org for our program schedule.
So right now the score is 56-33. Dragons lead right now, a very, very good lead right now. A 26-point lead, 4:10 to go in the third quarter. All around, just a very good game. I'm very impressed with what I'm seeing right now. Hopefully, it's a good sign for future things to come. Obviously, like I said earlier, it's still early. But
and again, they're in maybe a more competitive league with OAA Red. So it will be interesting to see how they play throughout the year.
Redhawks trying to play their own version of full court press, something they haven't really shown all night. So we'll see how Dragons find a way to get around. There's a little bit of a shaking big right there from Ryquist. He's trying to set up a play now. Coming inside to cutting Logan. Logan out to Ryquist for 3 at top of the key. No good off the side of the rim. And saved by Logan to Talbot. Talbot trying to drive inside, out to Bodenheimer. Bodenheimer drives inside, goes up, and he's fouled.
And the effort, the Dragons have just been a step quicker than Troy Athens tonight, going after every loose ball, kind of poking away every ball, getting their hands on these 50-50 plays. And that's what Dragons have to do if they're going to be competitive. They have to win the 50-50 plays.
Yeah, that's really a category that the Dragons have definitely won tonight, as the first free throw is good by Bodenheimer. That's really a category that I've seen the Dragons, or I would say that they've won are the hustle plays, the loose balls, the ball's about to go out of bounds, trying to do everything they can to keep possession. And you know, those little things, they may not seem like a lot, but when you look at the whole game, when you look back on it, you know, those plays could cost or win you the game. So the second free throw is in and out, tough bounce for Bodenheimer. Rebounded by Jacob Thornton now, he's in the game. He throws inside number 33, Michael Justice, his first appearance. Looks like he might be in to kind of keep the rotation even with the injury to LeBay.
And I'm surprised they haven't played Jacob Thornton a little bit more. He's kind of seemed like the one guy that has been able to stop that full court press. As
that one is blocked, and it will be Redhawks ball. Manzo confused on how that was a Redhawks ball as Bodenheimer got blocked. And I think the ref's saying that Bodenheimer kind of pushed it out of bounds himself after the block. Looks like number 30 right now, Jake Woods in also for the Redhawks, so his first appearance in the game right now. Almost passed it backcourt, but decides not to. Manos now. Gives out to Jake Wood, drives inside, almost another travel. Again, another questionable calls out. Hustle play right there, like we were saying. And that one he's going to go with the Dragons. Good job by Bodenheimer, good hustle play. Dive for the loose ball and resulted in the Redhawks pushing the ball out themselves. Good job by him.
Yep, the Dragons, again, just a step quicker getting to those loose balls.
Harris passed the trap, gives up to Ryquist. Passed in Talbot. Talbot drives inside the right hook. No good off the back iron. Trying to go up with it. Loose ball now, and refs calling Dragons ball, I believe. Yes, they will stay with the Dragons. Talbot kind of being loose with the bar there as he got kind of hit from behind.
Nate having to deal with another triple team there, too.
Yeah, Talbot inside, goes up the right hook. Again, off the front iron, no good, but good job by Bodenheimer. As looks like going to be a reaching foul called on the Redhawks. So that's on Mano. That's going to be, I believe that's his 5th. That is his 5th. So he's going to have to come out of the game. Another lost player. You already have the injury with LeBay now, and with Manos going out, that's another, not an injury, but another player out of the game. So right now he's got to find someone to sub in.
And Manos was still on the court.
Yeah, I believe they're trying to find a sub right now. Looks like Giovanni's going to come in for Manos. So another player out for the Redhawks. That's not something they needed. Manos was doing good with fouls, and they got 2 quick ones to end the first half. And then he got a quick one to start the half. So tough break for him as Bodenheimer inside. Tough bounce. Rebounded by Talbot. His layup no good. Rebound by Seth comes in from behind Harris. In the corner. No, that one's in and out. A lot of tough bounces right now for the Dragons. As that one's rebounded by Jacob Thornton. And a foul called right now.
Looks like there's a lid on that rim there.
Yeah,
everything just bouncing right out.
Yeah, a lot of tough bounces right now for the Dragons. A lot of stuff going in and out of the rim, which is something you can't control. It's just part of the game. But definitely a tough break right there for the Dragons.
But you gotta like the looks that they're getting.
Yeah, they're definitely
close, right at the basket, and then another wide open triple in the corner. Yeah. Just didn't bounce their way.
It's just a matter of trying to execute those plays when you have them. As that's a foul called on Bodenheimer. Looks like a push foul.
Looks like the refs are starting to call this game a little bit closer. They let the 2 teams play a little bit more aggressively in the first half. Looks like they're trying to cut down on the physicality here in the second.
Yeah, that's Bodenheimer's second. So he will stay in the game. It's like Ryquist came out. I believe he came out for Barkley. Harris coming up the middle of the court now, looking to drive inside. Behind the back. Layup, no good. That one's rebounded by Giovanni. D. Giovanni. Here goes Max DeLong now. Way over in the corner. That was to Justice. Jacob Thornton now driving inside. His layup, no good. That one, loose ball, rebounded by Seitz. Dragons trying to push the ball now. Barkley push the ball. Talbot spin move inside the right-hander. What a move from Talbot.
Nate Talbot showing out what he's been working on in the offseason. A spin move off the left block. Great move by Nate.
Granted, he did use his right hand on the left side of the rim, but it went in the bucket, so good job by him. And when you're taller than the rest of the guys in the court, you're allowed to do that as a inside pass. That was to Jake Wood. That one no good. Rolls off the side of the rim. As Harris now just sights in the corner. Harris, a long three-pointer. That one no good. And that one's going to fall out of bounds. So a tough three right there from Harris. He's really been feeling good. He's been feeling confident enough to take that three.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of an ill-advised triple there, but with a 26-point lead, you can't be too upset about it.
I don't know if we can get a camera on this now, but it looks like Ethan LeBay is now back on the sideline, but he is on crutches and has an ice pack over that left ankle, so it is an ankle injury. But it's good to see him up, and well, obviously he's not walking, but it's still good to see him
He's here
up.
with his team, though.
Yeah. That ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with Redhawks ball. And now we get a new face right now, Marlon Robinson Jr. in right now. He got a little bit of playing time last game. Looks like he's going to come in for Bodenheimer. So Marlon trying to get some action now as we enter the later stages of this game. Marlon Jr., he's a junior with his name and he's a junior with his grade.
A little bit of a hole there defensively for the Dragons. Gave up a wide open layup underneath the basket. You don't like to see that, but Dragons have played well defensively over the whole entire game.
Oh, bad pass from Barkley. Stolen by D. Giovanni. 2-on-2, fast break now. And tough break for Jake Wood. That didn't roll in. Good defense by Seitz to go up strong and not draw a foul. But still forced up contested side. Harris coming inside. The left-handed layup, no good. Rebound by Seitz. He goes up now with the left hand. That was no good. Rebounded by Jake Wood. So he gives that off to Jacob Thornton. Thornton now driving inside. Ooh, looks like a questionable pick right there from Michael Justin, but no call right there. Three-pointer from, looks like that was Max DeLong. His three-pointer is good. So that will make the score 59-38 with 15 seconds to go into the quarter. You would expect the Dragons to hold for the last shot. Harris might try to do himself right here. No, he will pass up to Talbot. Talbot driving inside. The right hand again. The right-handed layup from the left side of the rim gets it in as that desperation shot at the end of the quarter is no good. Good shot by Talbot to end the quarter. Your score is 61-38 as we end the third quarter. Oh, we actually do have a read right now.
ONTV is getting ready to launch our brand new internet radio station. You can create your own podcast or radio show or sign up to become a DJ. For more information on the radio station, give us a call at 248-693-3377 or 248-693-1060.
I'm so used to throwing it to a break after the quarter. I almost accidentally threw it to a break right there, but we had a read right there. But so 3 strong quarters from the Dragons. Definitely good to see on opening night, I guess you could say.
And Nate Talbot too. He's kind of showing out here in the third quarter. Like we said, very slow first half. Had to deal with a lot of double, a lot of triple teams. In that third quarter, not as much. They tried to play him a little bit one-on-one. Didn't work out. Nate, like we saw, the spin move. Yes, he finished with his right hand, but like you said, when he's 6'9" and everybody else is 5'11" or 6'2", he can do that. Yeah. And then he finished the end of the quarter with another nice right hand layup.
And I'm pretty sure that's something Manzo's going to see on film. He's going to talk to him like, hey, man, if you want to go to Wayne State, you can't be going up with your right hand or else you're going to get packed.
Exactly.
So I think it's definitely something this coaching staff is going to work with Talbot on. Is trying to finish with his left hand, but for the time being right now, it's working. So.
And I will say, too, in the second half, the Dragons have cut down a lot on that corner 3 opening for Troy Athens.
Oh, yeah.
We saw a couple, but that's going to happen because that's all they're trying to go for is those corner 3s or through the dribble penetration.
Yeah, Troy Athens hasn't had nearly as many open looks for 3 as they had in that first half, so good job by the Dragons to make those halftime adjustments. As Cummins now over the right side of the court. Reichwist looking for a shot, gets out the sights. His three-pointer, no good off the back iron. Seitz now 2 for 3 on threes.
Hunter Seitz has been that hot hand for the Dragons off the bench, like you said, 2 for 3 from deep. He did have that and one potential with that driving finish plus a foul.
And I believe Seitz got called for a foul right there, so that will be his second. Redhawks trying to get something going now as they pass a high pass, almost going back court. Number 23. Anthony DeVito's now in, so it looks like a substitution change for the Redhawks. That three-pointer from, I think that's Max DeLong. So again, that corner is really a hot spot right now. That one wasn't as wide open, but still good job by DeLong to hit that three.
And it was Dylan Manos in the first half hitting those corner threes. Now it's DeLong being that corner sniper for Troy Athens.
Sights spin move inside the right-hander, rolls off the rim, tough break as two Dragons go up for it. It's like Sights and Cummins end up going for it, running into each other and forcing the ball out of bounds. 61-41, 7-11. So that's a lot of ones where they're up in the scoreboard, but that's 7-11 to go in the game.
And it's surprising to see the Dragons still working that full court press, even with such a big lead late here in the game.
Three-pointer from DeVito, that one's good. I guess the whole team can really shoot threes right now because almost everybody in the court has hit a three right now for the Redhawks. As that one's a outlet pass to Sights. Back to Reichquist near the half-court line. Calling for the play, Michigan. Cummins now. Reichquist thinks about a three. Dragons passing ball around the ring. Inside near the block with Van Heck. Van Heck trying to find something. Almost loses the handle. Goes up the left hand. Blocked as Loken tried to save the ball from going out of bounds. Dragons did a lot of passing right there around the three-point line, trying to find something. And they almost had something with Drew Van Heck by the block, but unfortunately it goes out of bounds.
And it looked like Athens was trying to be a little bit more physical with Drew Van Heck there on the block, but Drew wants that contact, so that's not really something new to him.
To the corner, Max DeLon, three-pointer, no good. That one, finally, he misses. He's been in a lot of those all day. Here comes Reichquist now, trying to push the pace out to the corner. Cummins thinks about a three, jab step inside and backs out of it, trying to reset the play. Cummins now passes out the top of the key to Reichquist. Van Heck will take the three. That one's good. Drew Van Heck, not really known for his three-point shooting, kind of like a Blake Griffin, not really known for his three-point shooting, but can do it if he has to. If you give him the look, he will take it. So good job by Van Heck right there.
And if Drew's hitting those threes, it's a tough team to guard because they have all 5 players on that court that can hit the perimeter shot.
As that ball is flowing out of bounds, that was almost saved by Anthony DeVito for Troy Athens, but his foot was out of bounds before he got the ball off. Still a good effort play by him though. As now it looks like Jacob Thornton came out. Yeah, Thornton came out, and it looks like Jordan Sabal is also out for the Redhawks. Van Heck inside the left hand scoop, no good. Rebounded by Tipperita. That almost like a child, but taken by Reichquist inside. It's good.
What a dish by Loken there.
Good job by the Dragons with that full court press. Still playing a factor right now. Jacob March now. Or Jordan March, I should say. Jake Wood, the left-hand hook, no good. Rebound by Sights. Here comes Loken up the left side. Van Heck with ball. Sights calls for it, gets it from Van Heck. Sights, fixed shot, goes up with and one! Hunter Sights called for the pass, got it from Van Heck. Good job of him to fake the shot, to draw the foul, and good job of him to finish strong and get the and one.
And talk about a player doing everything for the Dragons. That's Drew Van Heck. He's passing the ball inside. He's hitting from the perimeter. He's being that hard-nosed defender for the Dragons, and he's being a down-post scorer.
Looks like Marlon Robinson Jr. checking in now for the Dragons as the free throw is in. Rattles in. And it looks like Marlon Robinson's going to come in for Sights, so Sights will step out. Definitely good performance by Sights. That might be the last time we see him all game as we enter under 5 minutes here.
Yeah, he's been that boost for them off the bench, which actually a lot of Dragons have been a boost for them off the bench.
Max DeLong now having point guard duties for the Redhawks. DeVito now dancing around trying to find a passing lane. Three-pointer from DeVito. That one's off the front of the rim. Rebound by Cummins. Here he comes up left side. Got Reichquist on a pass, but behind the defense, he almost gets an and one of himself.
Great look by Jack Cummins there in transition. Put the pass on the money, and Reichquist drew the foul.
Almost like a quarterback trying to throw between the linebackers. That was a good pass by him to thread the needle, throw it on time and on target. Reichquist will get 2 from the lines as a shooting foul. First one's good. So that will give the Dragons 70 points for the game. They kind of had the same scoreline against Avondale, but for them, it really took the second half where they really exploded. But this one right here, they've really been strong throughout the whole game, which is good to see. The second free throw is good by Reichwist. And looks like number 2, Cam Sutton, his first appearance of the night. He is a 5'8" junior, 135, small guy. But I watched him play on JV last year, and he definitely has a lot of things to bring to the table despite his size. He has a lot of good moves to get past his height differential. So we'll see how he does. Jacob Thornton now trying to set up a play over to Jake Wood. Back to Thornton. DeVito thinks about a 3, doesn't take it, backs up, guarded close by Marlon Robinson. Wood to DeVito, DeVito back out to Wood. Wood, his 3-pointer, no good. That one rebounded by Marlon Robinson. Here comes Cummins now. Over to Loken. Bonheimer trying to set up a play over the Robinson. Cummins thinks about a 3. Cam Sutton now, his first touch of the game. Bonheimer top the key. Back to Sutton. They're really just trying to pass the ball around, trying to waste clock, trying to eat as much clock as they can before they really have to take a shot. As there's no shot clock in high school basketball, so they can really just eat up as much clock as they can. I think is what he's trying to do right now.
And the Dragons look to push to that 3-0 mark on the year. Definitely another statement win for them. You wanted to see them come out and have a good performance offensively here tonight, and they did that.
Yeah.
Both sides of the court, they played extremely well. Give you something to look forward to for the next time out.
Yeah, they played overall all 4 quarters of a solid game. A Sutton pop shot from him. That one's good, as you see. Cam Sutton, as Manzo calls a timeout, a good job by Cam Sutton. You see, like I was saying, a job by, he has moves to get past his height.
Very quick, nice jab stop, and the little elbow jump shot for Cam Sutton. The LOHS Dragon broadcast program and Orion Neighborhood Television have teamed up to bring you live broadcasts of several LOHS games and events throughout the school year. That includes all varsity football games and several varsity volleyball matches this fall. If you aren't able to be in attendance, you can watch many games and events online. A subscription costs less than $10 per month, and half of the money goes back to the LOHS broadcast program. It's a great option for friends and family who might not live in the area. Check out the live streams of Dragon Sports at www.dragonbroadcasting.org. ONTV thanks our students crew for their hard work and dedication to bringing Dragon Sports to the world.
So Cam Sutton's first shot from the night goes in, a little elbow shot near the free throw line. And like I was saying, he has really good moves to get past his height. I remember watching him on JV, and he was exceptionally well. Has a lot of good moves inside, and his jump shot is extremely well. So,
and it looks like we've seen the last of Kyle Loken and Jack Cummins tonight, which I think that's why that timeout was called by Manzo.
Yeah.
Get his core players off the court, give some time to the young guys.
And it looks like now we have an all-junior lineup right now for the Dragons. That is now Zach Hay, Zach Hay, number 21, and looks like number 14, Cruz Moran, have entered the game. So all junior lineup right now as we enter the later stage of this game, as other people call it garbage time, but definitely not garbage time for these guys. They're just trying to get in the game. As that one rebounded by Zach Hay, he gets his first board.
Let's see what Cam can do here with a couple minutes.
Yeah.
He looks aggressive offensively there, and like you said, at JV level, he was really a menace.
Yeah. Cruz Moran also, as that ball goes out of bounds, but Cruz Moran, number 14, kind of a small guy, only standing at 5'8", 150, but he's kind of a pest on defense. Again, I watched him on JV. He's kind of a role player, but he's a very tough defender, and he's very fast, quick on his feet, which is something that you like to see. Is that one may got blocked a little bit as Hay went up. Here comes Jake Wood now, trying to drive baseline. Cam Sutton tries to draw a charge, doesn't get it. Put back by Michael Justice isn't good. Grabs his own board inside the wood. That one's good. Good job by the Redhawks to.
Good board by Michael Justice there. Find the open guy right underneath the basket. Good look for the Athens.
We enter 1:45. They go in the game, and it looks like Mitchell Howes also entered the game now. So he's also another junior. He stands at 5'10", 180. Marlon now drives at the reverse layup is good. Good layup by Marlon Robinson. He drove baseline. No one really contested him, so he just took the reverse layup. Good job by him. Michael Justice. Wow, shot right there.
Yep. Trying to do something a little bit too much there. Just couldn't do it.
Marlin now. Pass out to Sutton. Sutton didn't take the three. Thought better of it. Pass it to Marlin. Marlin. Little pop shot for him. That one's no good. Rebound by Michael Justice. Here comes Jordan March. March over to DeVito. DeVito goes up. It's in. Good job by DeVito. Playing a little bit of the bench right now, doing good for the Redhawks.
And you see Cam Sutton has that really quick first step to help him get past defenders. Like you said, it's kind of one of those things that helps him at this level, even though he is not the tallest guy out on the court.
Cruz Moran now with the ball. Mitch out over to Cam Sutton. We enter under 35 seconds ago in the game. I'm not sure they might try for a shot. They might just try to end the half or end the game. As Sutton, there it is again. The little pop shot from Sutton. It works for him.
Cam with that in and out dribble, get to the elbow with the floater. Great move by Cam.
He's 2 for 2 tonight with 4 points. The corner three from Jake Woods, no good. As we enter 15 seconds ago in the game. I think Sutton may just try to walk this one out here. Definitely good to see that from Cam Sutton.
All in all, too, you see the role players, the end of the bench players playing well for a big win against Troy Athens.
2 seconds, 1 second, and that should do it. Your Dragons win 77-48, a big win for the Dragons, extending to 3-0. That was a very impressive win. That was good. Good job by them. A lot of an all-around good game by them. A lot of players stepping up. They really got the three-point game going. Obviously, there are always things to work on, but I think overall that was definitely a good sight to see.
Especially a night two where Nate Talbot wasn't the hub of the offense. Troy Athens did a really good job to take the ball out of his hands as much as possible, and Lake Orion was just better at converting from the perimeter, and the role players doing a better job to get the win.
So again, that's all we have for you guys. The Dragons win 77-48. Make sure to tune in Friday where we will have, again, the boys varsity basketball team going up against the Lapeer Lightning. I'm Kevin McCormick along with my partner, Chris Pappas, and that's all we have for you guys. Drive safe.